Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, after much detailing, we are getting on to assembly on the C-47. And also, I would suggest some assembly on the B-17. We will possibly also do some detailing or touching up on bits and other stuff. And yeah, you'll see how this all rolls out. Now, in fact, there is one little, excuse me while I, Jesus. I'll get a new desk soon. That's no bad thing, it tells you. Ow. Unhappy hip. Dear, oh dear, it's all going on, isn't it, kids? Cool. Now, there is actually one thing I do need to touch up before we even get started. That won't take us long. I'll explain all of that in due course. Now, first up, and as always, caffeine. Oh. Let's hear it for caffeine. Oh, yeah, that's... Ow. Yeah, my arthritis is giving me all sorts of jip here, kids. Never mind. I'm sure I'll deal. Now, yep. Light comes up. Okay, now here's large parts of our interior for the C-47. Now, the bit I need to touch up, this is the those bits on the back there I'm not worried about. They're not going to be visible. That's the floor of our aircraft. So, yeah. Anyway, what we're going to do is, yes, here. There was a whole stack of stuff that I erroneously thought I was spraying with varnish. And in fact, it was surfacer. Now, this is one I forgot to repaint, but most of it escaped anyway. I think this is the one I noticed on. So I just need to redo the leather a bit. The bottom area there of the interior green, I could even conceivably do when it's in situ. We'll see how that rolls out. But first, we're looking for leather. And yeah, we'll do that. And once that's drying, we'll have a bit of a look at our assembly instructions. Let's see how it all rolls out, kids. Now, there is actually a small amount of Boeing grey I'd like to get onto the rear wheel area here. So I might even do that now. And then we'll get onto this, because it won't take long. Now, get you guys a better viewing posse. There we go. All right. Now, ordinarily I'd wear goggles for this, but I reckon I'll be okay here. All right. Now, just do into here. All right. That's looking a bit runty. Going to be a bit cheaty. That's not actually the right colour, but never mind. Don't think anyone's really going to notice because this is ultimately inside the cockpit, which is covered by a canopy. So, you know, hey, let's get some. Let's be calm about these things, shall we? Yes? Nah. Now. There we go. Now, in truth, some of this doesn't really need to be tidied up because, of course, it's going to have a pilot on it, or a co-pilot, or whichever. Point being, there's going to be somebody on most of that anyway. However, these are the things. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's see if we've got a bit itchy. There we go. Right, almost done. Right, now the spot that it's not really happening is down here. I suppose I could potentially cheat and use a lighter green on acrylic. That will dry in time for me to then be able to put that on pretty easily. Do I have something suitable in acrylic? I don't think I do. Option 2, a very sound option must be said. Feel free to not give a flying fuck because I F-bombed. Because seriously, is anyone really going to notice that? Answer, no. If I'm that bothered, yeah, look, let's see if I can find a close approximation on the green in an acrylic, just to see if, just for my own edification. Every time I say edification, I'm reminded of that scene out of Enter the Dragon, where Bruce Lee's character's done a bit of subterfuge and whipped a few asses along the way, as you do. Let's get that. Actually, give that a bit of a shake while I think. And the guards get caned for being inept. And as part of, to quote Mr. Hahn, this morning's edification. So, yeah. There we go, kids. Edification. Ah. Yeah. Now, let's see what greens I've got convinced. Actually, give me a moment. Not quite. Close. Now that's classic olive drab. So you can't, in fact, I can actually show you got quite a few options on being close, but not quite the colour I'm looking for. This isn't the colour you're looking for, but given the situation, let's just go with this one. I mean, let's face the bigger reality of being a wee bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sure what the word I'm looking for is. Doesn't matter. Now, a little bit of the shake routine. Because then at least then, it's not going to look as nice as this one. But it'll look that bit nicer. And I'll feel happy about that. That's important, at least to me. Now, let's go ding. And there's only one, I think there's only that one spot there that needs to be done. Yeah, boom. See you later. This won't take long. Ding, come here, you. I think it might be the same brush that I used before. Doesn't matter. Now, I can hear that I've left the fan on in the kitchen, so I should probably go and turn that off. It's not an urgent thing, but it's something I should probably attend to. All right. There we go. Boom. Done. All right, that can now dry. Now, while I'm doing painting and not assembly, which is what I said I was going to be doing, there's a couple of little spots here where I just want to strengthen the Boring grey somewhat to give it a nice, more solid feel. Once we've got a bit of assembly done and some stuff, and then things in position and drying, we can potentially paint the tyres as well. Now, one thing I am going to do, give me a moment. There we go. Dealy is, let me just turn my chair around. I'm going to turn that fan off, I am. Yes, I am. Delay. There we go. Mission accomplished. Ba, 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 ba. Now, next. Alrighty. Ow. Ow. That's what I was doing. I was going to do some Boring grey, wasn't I? and actually wait, before we do, one last little thing. Tiny little detail. This is actually chassis black. A little tiny. It needs to be given a bit of consolidation, but so long as it's solidly chassis black at the front, the rear can be a little more vague in its blackness, is in terms of there's different shades of black. Yes, I know. Feel free to go, are you for real? And the answer is, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, oh dear. Dear, oh dear me, I'm a bloody singer, eh? Oh, this is blocked. Pins. Boom. Delete. Now, let us all right. Now, get a very broad one. This one will do the job for us nicely. All we're going to do is just... The thing is, most of this area isn't actually going to be that visible, if at all. This is just me being particular, because I am. There we go. That's better. Almost. There we go. Want that nice and solid. Most particularly at the entryway. But my other take on this is, if you're going to do that, you may as well go the whole box and dice. Yes, probably, in fact, almost definitely unnecessary. But here we are. Does that mean I will not do it in the future? Not on your life. All right, that's, yeah, it's just these little bits here, sort of a thing, that where people may look and go, yeah, you got naked plastic, you have. And nobody wants them apples. At least I don't. There we go. All right. Bit into here. And then, once we've gotten all this little stuff, just looking at it a little bit nicer. There we go. So that'll be those vents looking solid. All right, happy with that. Let's pop them over there. Now we can get this out of the way. Clean brush. Delete. We'll do that little bit of bombing grey we were talking about. And then we'll start our assembly. Now, I believe the whole way it's done centers very heavily on that being the deck all the way through from the rear of the aircraft through the cockpit. Very obviously this is where your paratroops would sit. And I believe the cockpit is there, yada yada yada. In fact, I can go a step further for you, because that's where the chairs would go, I would suspect. All right, now, Boeing Grey. How long have we been going for? Not that long. Fantastic. All right. Alrighty, now something I might do as well. There's a few things I can consider doing, and I can get this out of the way for the time being. Let's just put this over here. Let's get this over to here. Now, don't need much, happily. That's probably plenty. Now, all it is, I'll get my goggles on for this one. Is nice crisp brush. We'll go with that one. Yeah, that'll do us. Now, where is it? Here it is. And all we're going to do is just, I'll zoom in so you can see why, hopefully. You can see the paint's a bit thin there. It's quite nice on this side. Not so nice that side. So we're going to fix that up. And pretty obviously the way you do that is just to go over it again. Alright. Now, oh, that's looking so much better. Yeah, that's how it should look. I'll zoom in. In fact, I think you can already see. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Much happier with that. Much more solid colour. Now we just got to get the chassis black, not chassis black, carc black, which is a very flat black that I like using for rubber. On that, and indeed the other tyres for that matter. Here we go. Now, once I've cleaned this up, we shall have a look at our assembly instructions. And yeah. Now, depending on how long it takes us to get certain things achieved, we'll see what else we get onto as to whether it's B-17s. Actually, there's a few B-17 bits we can do, and we shall, I think, depending again on how long various things take. All right. Now, all right. Now, all of that done. This should be really dry by now, and is excellent. We're having a good run, kids. Now, step one. Oh, here we go. Right. Right. Okay. Curious. They have a completely different green. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. Anyway, now just looking at the assembly instructions here. Anyway, so, well, I guess our first port of call, pilots on seats. That easy. Now, is there either of them? No, they both pretty much just go straight on. So, let's get him ready to go. And nice and easy, like, oh, that's a nice fit right there. Huh. The fact that I can, that shows a lot of, hang on, don't know if you saw that, look at this. Okay, there is no glue on this guy. That's how nicely he fits. Bravo, Italeri, you've made me a happy camper, you have. That is good stuff. Okay. Hopefully the other one continues to keep me in this chipper and chirpy vein. You can put that to the test right now. Let's get the chair up. There we go. Right, well, that's going to be easy. Hope the rest comes together that nicely. God damn, kilogram. All right. Now what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll glue them on. Then we're going to see about getting the bulkheads on. There's 3 variants of these. And at that point, we'll let them dry for a bit. Once they've dried, we can start putting everything else on the fully assembling the cockpit. I'll be stoked if we actually got everything done on the interior today. I really would. I don't know, where's my glue? Glue. Let's just get the glue running. Yeah, kids, I did that one too. God damn, I come up with some shockers. We coming out, are we? Come on. Here we go. Yep, we're good. Now, push it around that way. There we go. Pilot 1. Happy about that. And yeah, he's looking good. Like that. Like that a lot. Might just there we go. Nice. Now, beautiful. Yay. All right. Next. Now we need to be a bit clear about which part we're putting on where, or I will be very, very grumpy. Now, have I got? Fortunately, I've kept one number. Yeah, good, nice one. All right, this is 10, which is the front one. All right. Right. So let's get our floor. So obviously it's going to be easier to put things on if it's on a more stable sort of a situation. It isn't going to get much more stable than the table. Now here's something else we can consider. We can also make these and then put them on after. Would that be the guy? Trixie. We'll work that out in a minute. Now, sprue cutters. Probably a bit of a file would be wise. Now, we've got any files out? It doesn't look like it. All right. Now this should okay, we need to see what the issue here is. Now, are these round? Not quite. They do need to be bored out a little. I'll show you what I'm on about, just so as you can see for your own understanding. It is these. Now this goes into here, theoretically. Well, it does. And it will stand, but as you can see, it's not flush, which you'd be thinking is how you'd be wanting that. So let's fix that, shall we? Zoom out a bit. Get a suitable. Here we go. This is the one for the job. Oh! Nice one, Rob. Didn't think that through, did you, sunshine? Now, I don't reckon... I haven't actually cut myself, have I? No. But these need to be opened up too much. That's... one. Yeah, that side. Okay. A little bit more on that side. What I might do even is make sure I can get all of these on nicely. And then we'll, once they're all able to go clip, we can put them on. Almost. Let's just have a look at something here. What if... No, it's just not quite sitting pretty. Oh no, there we go. Maybe. Rubbing. Yeah, I can see the gap, but I've got both of them in there. Now, can I? Maybe. If it's supposed to go that way. My concern, as you would expect, or would probably understand, is that if that's not flush, when it comes to putting the fuselage together, of course, shit could get a little nasty. That should do it, I would think. is that not going in? Let me just check something. Maybe. Now, if that's going to go that way. Aha. That's better. Yeah. All right. So that one will fit nicely. Good. Next one is this one now with a flat bottom. You'd think that was a no-brainer. It should just go click. Now where precisely? Right, so it's on the upper part of that lip. By the looks. Let's just give that a quick file there. Now I reckon that rear one is going to be a little tricksy. It's in here. That one goes there, apparently. Right there. Which makes sense, actually, in some ways, but it's not going to sit there nicely. Wonder why they did it that way. Hang on. There's something. Here's something that's not helping. What we'll do. Very lightly. There we go. Oh, yeah. I guess it's just one of those. Oh. Now, here's a question. Let me just check something for a moment, guys. That looks. No, it should not. That's what I thought. All right. Hang on. Or am I? I'd be too close. I'm going for the wrong spot, I reckon. What about? Yeah, because it's supposed to be as wide. If we put it there, that would fit probably pretty easily. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see how that goes. And in fact, that door looks unusually tall. That would be why. Let me just have another little quick gander at this for my own. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, that's good. Now, finally, so there, we're all good. Let me just have another. It's not just going to sit there though, but yeah. Once we've got a spot going. Now, finally, wonder why they haven't got anything to clip that into. It's a bit hang on, here's an interesting line of thought. Is that? No. Maybe. There's a guide line there, I think is what that is. It seems to work very well for that purpose. All right. Now, finally, this little number, which also needs to have that trimmed off. Bit of a shape, bit of a file around the edge here. All right. And that is supposed to go onto there. Just like that. It looks a shade too wide, if anything. But there we go. All right. Let's do it. We'll start with, we'll just go now. I should probably check that. I would say that's the right way, because why would you put the flat side showing? Doesn't actually show that at all. Shows nothing. Dear oh dear. Now, what we'll do, glue. Now, all right. And which is just that light. There we go. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's correct. I would say. Or do they actually want it up here? Oh yeah. Hang on. So that's going to be the kicker, isn't it? Is it must align with the edge of the platform. Okay, which is there. Yeah, okay. One. Oh. And that, yeah, that lines perfectly. Beautiful. Okay, moving that around. And just Again, just there we go. In a moment. Oh, that'll be good. Alright. Let's get this one going. And then, wow. It won't take too long for that to be stable enough for me to put fat. In fact, I reckon I could probably even consider it now. Give me a moment. Delete. Boom. She flush. She's beautiful. And that's the way it should happen. Now, next comes this one. It'll be a little bit tricksy for us. Trixie. Oops. No, she's good. Let me just for a little. Well, there's a bit of play in the system. That's all good. There we go. All right. We're almost ready to do this. And you know what? I am going to put the pilots in. And something I wouldn't mind quickly checking before I put this in. Actually, it's not even relevant to that, but just while I'm here. So all those, there's like little holes. I get it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now. These are the stems for the joysticks, and they do come out at an odd angle in C47. But that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. I'll stop. All right. Now. Hey. I think I'm just going to have to, I don't know. All right. That's actually more stable than I had anticipated. Just up a touch. There we go. Yeehaw. All right. All right. Mouthful of coffee time, I say. Then we can get the chairs in. Actually, no, not yet. We'll let this settle for a bit longer. What we'll do instead, now, what we might do instead, now let me just, 5 goes that way, 4 goes that way. Oh, 7. Either way, it's the right part. Right. All right. So, all right. Now, let's make sure I've got the right side. So 5 is that way, so that will go on that way. And that, no, that would go on. That way. Oops, it is. Oh no. Okay, let's have a look and see if I can find that where that landed. Oh no. I suspect. Oh God. I might yet be lucky. Well, that's a pisser. This means I'm going to have to go on a searching mission. Yay. I certainly didn't expect that to happen. Never mind. Now let's have a quick gander here. It might just be somewhere close. That happens too. Really? I could have gone. I totally didn't see anywhere or wherever it went. There's limits to how long I can really continue to do this for without being having that fully stop and go absolutely feral on the search. I'm hoping it's still on the desk. It's probably on the desk somewhere. Question being where? Yeah. Hang on. No. Shit. Well, that sucks. Okay, what I'm going to do... Give me a moment. What's that? So didn't hear it all? No. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to think if I have anything else that might have a similar steering thing in it, in the worst case scenario. Answer, probably I can find something. We'd have to try and, or alternatively I can fashion something, but that is annoying. I can't believe it just wow went country mile it did. Which it seems to have done. Shit. Big man's review. Shit. Well, what I'll do in the short term, I'll make sure I don't lose the piece I did trim off. We can still put the pilots in. I will need to consider very careful, or look very carefully for that steering wheel. Excuse me, we'll have a bit more of a rummage. It's not looking good though. Hang on. That's not, is it? No. No, it is not. Hey, oh, that's annoying. We'll put that into there for the time being, so I don't lose that at least. The other thing about it being launched is it could have bounced off to God alone knows where. All right, well, we may as well get the pilots in anyway. Now the bulkheads are in, they're looking pretty good and stable. One goes there, a daisy. Having an attack of the clumsies, aren't I, guys? I believe that's him who goes there. Should probably just actually probably a bit further across, but more to the point. Yeah, armchair out. Or armrest out. So what we'll do, he just goes pretty much bang in line. Oh no, he doesn't. Very precisely does he go. That's going to put him in front of the door, isn't it? Maybe he's... I don't know. Snug fit. I'm not happy with a couple of things here. Let me just check something. Oh yeah. So I need to put him correspondingly. Or is it that his feet need to move a little? Not happy now. Why? If he goes there, he's actually in the. That's. But if he's in there, which, yeah, theoretically, it's going to make it really hard to get his steering wheel in position. I'm currently getting a bit grumpy now. Not assisted by the fact I gotta go searching for that bloody steering wheel. Well, let me just check something. Where's the other one? Yeah. Oh, fuck off. Now I'm starting to have a few. Now it's starting to get down to, well, you need to let the glue dry, big boy. Well, he's sort of okay. So let's get them both off. I'm starting to get a bit frustrated, guys. Right. He needs regluing. Why? Let me just. If it's. So I'm not seeing why this chair isn't fitting just nice and neatly as it should without this guy going off there. Now, the only other consideration is this needing to be put further back, actually against the ledge, which is not what they show in the diagram. This is our issue. or my issue at least. Because it shows, bam, bam, it actually shows specifically right there on the raised area. And yet, it seems that if you put it there, you are denying the, it's creating problems. Does this mean it actually goes behind it? I'm annoyed if that is the case. Come here. If that's the case, then they should go to there. You get the fuck out of there. You pissed me off now. What the hell is wrong with this? This light's pissing. I'm going to have to wind up. I'm getting too frustrated to continue. Right. I've actually gone straight back, following the very guidelines they have set. And his foot's coming off the edge of the platform. Now, if I straighten that, it still doesn't allow enough space, just enough space. But that is going to make that crooked. Why do you do this to me, Italeri? You were so good up till now. And now you break my heart. So is it that it goes there or there, and how is it? Read it, damn it. That this guy's foot will not allow sit inside. Finally, it will, if I took a lot of maneuvering to identify. What about this guy? God, that was a painful experience. All right, finally. Oh, God, that did my head in. It should not have done. How do I want to go about it? I know how I'm doing this. I have a cunning plan, kids. We're going to start. Yeah, they'll all hold together. Okay. There's one. I wish I knew where that steering wheel had gone. We'll deal with that later. There are other ways around it, such as making one, but it's less than ideal. Oh, son of a bitch. You are not in the right spot. There we go. Now let's just make sure that that hole is clear. All right. Feet are clear. Okay. Dear, oh dear, that was a bit of a saga. Now what this does, however, mean this has already got glue on it, so I may as well as do this. I reckon I can pull this off, so to speak. And in fact, give me a moment. Excuse me, I'll just confirm that we've still got, yep, we're good. Hey man, how you doing? Had a few dramas, but oh no. Really getting a bit frustrated with some of the experience I'm having now. Indeed, I've had such a frustrating experience. I was about to wind the stream up, just leave it at what I've done. But I'll quickly show you what I have done. And I've lost a bloody steering wheel. I've got to go seek and destroy on that, which is a bit of a pisser on its own. I'm having a bit of a rumpty day, mate. Going to let that dry now. But yeah, this is the deck of the C-47. Rear door. Yeah. There we go. Now I need to find the steering wheel that went flying off somewhere over this direction. In a worst case scenario, I will see about making one. There's no point in putting the dashboard in until such time. Dashboard's done, finished, by the way. So yeah, I think all that the differentiation between the gloss and flat black and with the dark greys worked well there. But yeah, like I said, I need to find that steering wheel really. That's got to dry. I did tidy up a bit of paintwork on the rear wheel. That's got to dry. B-17. You know what? I could potentially do some B-17 stuff. Mostly, I could now. Give me a moment. So we can, I may as well. All right. All right. So, what we need to do is put those bits onto there. And then I suppose whilst that's drying, we can probably put these chair bits on together. Pop that over to somewhere over to here. Now, let me just have a quick look around. Up. Ouch. That wasn't pleasant. Now, I'm looking for a few things. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, found them. Now these, 19, they are. Let me just check something. We need one of them. I need to find the other one of them, which would be, well, I'm going to need this. You'll need, give me a moment. Let's see what else I can find. Where is it? Come on, looking. Which means it's somewhere in a bag. I would suggest all bagged up amongst other stuff. Hang on, unless guns, more guns. Where are the chairs? Okay. I'm just having a day. That's okay. That's okay. There should be a whole stack more chairs and stuff. Hang on. No, not generally. Now, 19 goes onto here. Boom. Now, there's another one of these. There's a whole stack of chairs and stuff that I need to track down. I reckon they're in another bag. I reckon I know where that is. This is axiomatic of my entire day and is becoming very frustrating. Now this will go nice and neatly just there. Leaves the drill. All right. So there we go. And on you go. Or maybe you don't. Go. And there's the first chair on something. That's actually one of the pilot's chairs. Now, on the Bombay, let's be a little tighter. Now, these go all right. Oh, that one's looking at the wrong angle too. Is it? Or is it just me? That needs to be a little higher. It does. All right. Now these go. Where do they go? Yeah, I'm starting to get frustrated already. Just having to check things and I'm getting the mood going. I think I need to take a break. Where do you go? So is there a mark point? Where you just get right in the middle. We'll settle for. Oh, for fuck's sake. And how high up do we need to go? Nah, I'm annoyed. Oh, now that's it. I'm done. I've had a very frustrating morning on the modelling front. Now this has come out. Things aren't being clearly spelled out on the instruction sheet. Bit frustrated now. And sometimes it's just better to go, I'm stopping. And I'm afraid I've reached that point. Yes, I have. However, we got a few things done at least. All right. Yeah, that's me done for today. First time viewers, yeah, look, normally I'm a lot more chirpy and a lot more productive than this, but hey, we all have our days and I've had a day. But if you can see beyond that, follow, like, or subscribe. I'd be grateful. If you've watched it all, I'm also grateful. What can I tell you? Now, other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook, YouTube, Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. Follow, like, or subscribe. All right, now tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I'll be on. I'll see if I can get a few things. I'll see if I can find that bloody steering wheel. I'll see if I can get a few things worked out on as to what goes on with this B-17 caper. Bit of frustration, kids. All right, we'll work it out. All righty. So tomorrow, I might start a little earlier. We'll see, because I do have an appointment at 11:30 my time. So yada 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 yada. All righty. So I will see you tomorrow at a similar kit time, but on the same kit channel. I'll catch you then.